It's your boy Nudo, coming to you with another video, coming to you with another podcast, man. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why the non-select hate on hobosexuals. And for those of you don't know what a hobosexual is, it's basically a man that pretty much bees with a chick with the intent of having a place to stay. So whatever he has to do or whatever dealing with the chick usually stems around him being homeless, and he's doing whatever he can to woo her, or what I can say, just to woo her or whatever. He's just doing his part just to stay, to be able to have a place to stay. That's the biggest thing about it. That's the meat of it. That's the whole meat and potatoes of that situation. But anyway, moving on. The reason the non-select, shout out to Ron Wills for that term too, even though he said he never came up with it, but he's known for it, and that's who I know from using it. Hates on the hobosexuals is because the experience they have, they cannot compute how this hobosexual is still getting this woman when he doesn't have these certain things. And the thing is, they use a whole lot of shaming tactics. That's what I noticed. There's always shaming tactics about, oh, this dude is living with this girl and he can't do this for her. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have this and he doesn't have that. Yet, he still deals with her. I mean, she still deals with him. And you wonder why that is. And you really, really, really wonder why that is. And the non-select cannot really compute that because they gotta jump through all these hoops for a woman. They gotta be that dude boy. They gotta go that extra mile. They gotta bring her food and all this for a kiss on the cheek. They gotta give up money out of their pockets, and they gotta be on their square. They gotta be the biggest style or whatever. They gotta wear the best drip and all this to try to cover up everything. And the thing is, they just can't understand why this young stud can just walk in and get the girl that they want and the girl that they try to pander to. That's how I notice there's a lot of pandering going on. Saying, oh, you can't have a dude that can't do this for you, then you're doing that. You're pretty much putting yourself out there as to be used as a provider. That's what they're really doing. They're trying to use their abilities to be a provider to try to shame the hobosexual, but that's not going to work because a dude with nothing can smash women can smash women that a dude with a lot wants. Trust me, you know how I know? Because I do it from experience. I'm almost like I would say the epitome of a homosexual, because I never really stayed with a woman, but I could have. You see what I'm saying? I'm a prime example of a dude that don't really have much. I never had nothing. Like before I came to my first apartment, which is this, I've been smashing chicks in my mom's living room, on a couch, sofa, bed, in the projects. High caliber chicks that you wouldn't even think that like they just didn't care because they just wanted me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's another thing, like and it's something like, okay, let me break this down with the other non-select thing too. The non-select guys in this particular category, it's some dudes I'm friends with them on Facebook on some kind of way, follow, and they're both big and they're both overweight and they're both would be considered non-select. When you look at them, you could be like, okay, yeah, I can tell they're very non-select, and they're pretty much trying to hide behind their money and pandering to women about these types of dudes and trying to put them down in order to try to get the chick, and just making fun of them, and you know what I'm saying? It's just wow, and it amazes me because the thing is, most of their posts are always centered around why women ain't this and why women aren't that, and why are these women dealing with these men, and why you know what I'm saying? It's always something about that. But my thing is, like, if y'all was getting so much, they wouldn't be, if they were getting the women, they wouldn't have any problems. They wouldn't see the need to go after these types of dudes if they didn't have to jump through all these hoops. The reason that they go after these guys, because it just highlights their own insecurities. How is this dude that don't have a place to stay or a car, things that I both have, money and swag and all this, clothing wise is what I'm saying. I'm not talking about charisma at this point in time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Swag and all this is still getting the woman that I want. And why won't she leave him alone? That's the thing that they can't really compute, and that's why they will continue to keep on shaming, because they cannot have the same results as the hobosexual. Let's keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Back to me, on the other end, the things that dudes that have way more than me, pretty much like drug dealers and stuff like that along them lines, dudes that had, but they're still considered non-select. Just because you got money and all this and street cred and all that didn't mean nothing. Because like I keep telling you guys, whenever I went out to the club, I wore nothing but a tank top and some jeans. And that's it. I ain't wearing hardly no drip. I just had a nice pair of shoes, and that's it. I ain't wearing no drip, no none of that. I didn't. Like, and it was never a need for me to, because I was always getting the same chicks that they was buying drinks for. They would end up buying a whole bunch of drinks for them. I didn't do nothing. And there's been times where they would buy the girls drinks and they would bring the drinks that they bought for them to me. It's been that's happened on a lot of occasions. That has happened on a lot of occasions. That I didn't even have to spend a dime, and they end up coming over there, and I end up going home for the night with them. You know, it's just that is the rare hate that they will have for the hobosexuals. They're non-select, but the thing is, they try to use the money. They try to use the status. They try to do the most. They have to do the most, and that is the main reason they hate on the hobosexuals, man. That is the cream of the crop, because a lot of that stuff that they end up having is not really easily obtained. You know what I'm saying? Like money and status and all that stuff. That's not easily attained. Like shout out to Ron Wills. The easiest thing that he said that you can attain is the body. You can have the body. The body game is easier to obtain than the money and status. But at the same time, that's more powerful. That's more powerful than just having the money. Like I said, I'm a prime example. And if you think I'm capping, you just have to come out and just see the stuff for yourself. I don't have to tape it and have no type of receipts or anything. You can just go in the environment and just watch. And that's a whole reason. And that's another thing a lot of guys don't like when I come around with that, because they already know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I'm wearing a G-Man tank top. My outfit probably don't cost no more than $45. And they come out dripped out with a $100 jersey on, or $200 pants, or whatever the fuck. They $200 shoes, all these chains and all this other shit. But I still end up getting the woman that they want, that they pandered to the whole night, bought drinks for and everything. Probably got a little hug up out of whatever. And this one time, I watched the chick. She was over there at the bar, chilling. Over there just, I guess it's stroking his ego or whatever. He bought her 2 big ass drinks. Next thing you know, 2 exact songs later, she over there twerking her life away on me. I'm sitting over there on the wall. I ain't doing shit. Sitting there chilling with my tank top. She eyeing me down the whole pretty much night. You gotta understand, this is around the time I don't have shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have shit. I'm living in my mom's house. Nothing. I don't even have my own. I didn't even have my own motherfucking room. But she had us shit together and had everything, and she had everything, and he had everything, and she still fuck with me over him. But why is that? See, that's the thing that they will never understand, and until they end up having some type of experience like that, they never will, and they will continue to use shaming tactics to try to go at these guys. They don't have they will never understand until they experience it, guys. That's the whole meat and potatoes of it. And until they actually do that, then they'll finally understand and be like, damn, I look stupid this whole time going at these dudes. But you gotta understand, it's easier to talk shit about these guys than to actually get themselves right enough for them. They don't have to cover themselves up with all this extra shit. I can wear cheap clothes and get away with it. They can't. They gotta flex and flaunt. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they will forever be mad and they'll forever be in the same situation. I can't help that. That's on them to change. And when they finally come to reality and understand what it truly is, they know what it is deep down, but they don't really want to admit it. They so busy hating that they're blinded by the hatred to actually see that this dude is actually accomplishing something that I can't accomplish on a lower scale. Why is it that this dude don't have anything but still pulling the baddest chicks? They won't never think that. All they think is just hate, hate, hate. And until then, they ass gonna be hating on the sidelines. But anyway, guys, it's your boy Noto, coming to you with more videos, coming to you with another podcast, man. And I appreciate all the feedback and everything. Anybody can improve themselves if they're willing to work at it. I'm out.